Welcome to Simply Liminal. My name is Stacy. This is my daily 2-card reading for Friday, March 29th, 2024. I will mention that this is Good Friday, and so if that is a day that you observe and celebrate, then it is here with us. This Easter season is here. I did not intend on using this deck this week. I had a different plan in place. I was pretty sure it was going to work out, and when it came right down to it, it didn't, and that's okay because it wasn't meant to be, and I was guided directly towards this deck. The Secret Garden, which is a lovely little deck by Jessica Lee. It's just a handheld, very small box. There's no book. It's not heavily detailed. It has beautiful, simple, soft, sweet messages. It is from Rockpool Publishing out of Australia. Check them out. They have all sorts of decks, big decks, complicated decks, small, simple decks like this, and it's a beautiful one. And I do want to read a quote to you from the book The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett that just kind of ties into this. If you look the right way, you can see that the whole world is a secret garden. And when I think about that quote and that passage from the book, I think about how it's such a liminal space. You know, gardens are liminal spaces, just like gateways and doorways and pathways, which are definitely liminal spaces that I'm drawn to, that I feel like are important for us in our development. They're places where messages come to us. And in this case, this week, the Secret Garden is helping us with those messages in a liminal space as well. So let's look at these cards. This is a smaller deck, pretty easy to hold. They're not, you know, they're the size of like a calling card or a debit card, something like that. Very easy to shuffle. This always makes me want to do kind of like a poker side shuffle, which is how I can shuffle smaller decks. I have small hands, so bigger decks I struggle a little bit to shuffle them with, but as always, I look at two things in these readings. I look at the energy of the day, which is the force that's directed towards us from our world, from the universe, from our environment. And then the focus is the intention, the effort, or the response that we then put into that energy. Sorry, shuffling like a crazy person here. So let us take a look at our message and see what we have today. So we have our energy right here. And then we have our focus. So let us look at what these are. And I will say, as always, that I open a circle of light, love, and protection around these readings. And so I am protected in my reading space, and you are protected when you watch these readings, no matter when that might be. Whether it's today or a year from now, you are protected. That circle remains with these readings. And I also invite my spirit guides and guardians in to help me be a clear channel for this information, so I can help understand the messages that are coming through to us and express them clearly to the collective. Everyone who watches these readings, everyone who sees or needs something in this message, myself included, who I consider to be a part of the collective. So I love these decks. I love the simplicity of it. And March has been a bumpy month, and we are edging out of March now. I'm ready to move into April and see what the new month has in store for us. And I have gardens on my mind, as you can see from the deck of cards. So let us look at our energy for today. We have beauty. What a blessing when beauty comes into our life. What a wonderful, wonderful energy we have. So beauty, it says, dare to be tender and strongly vulnerable. So it's not only the message of beauty that's coming to us, but it's this message of allowing yourself to be both tender and strong and vulnerable. Those things are beautiful. Sometimes there's great beauty in things that you don't necessarily expect there to be. So what a wonderful, wonderful energy we have coming at us today. Hopefully March is just going to slip out very gently. It brought a lot of unexpected things, I think, into the world, certainly into my life. And so I'm ready to move on. But I'm grateful for a little bit of beauty at the end of it. All right, let's look at our focus and see what our focus card is today. Oh, we have potential. All right. So potential. It says, ooh, let me get this here where you can kind of see it. I'm still working on my light with these cards. The littlest key can open the heaviest door. Speaking of liminal spaces that live in gardens, the littlest key can open the heaviest door. I feel like this is a message to us to be gentle. Like sometimes we can do a lot with very little, whether it's very little words, with it's a soft voice. You don't have to come in and wreck the place to make changes. Sometimes you can do just the littlest things that bring big changes, happy changes. And we all carry the potential of that in our heart. And so we have the potential with the littlest key to bring a lot of beauty into our lives. And as well, we talk about the littlest key, we also talk about tenderness and being strongly vulnerable. So I think everything ties beautifully, beautifully into this reading. I'm working with my agate this week. It's always around me, this agate star. Lift it up and you can maybe see it a little bit better. Just gorgeous. Regular Montana agate cut into a star shape. It really is pretty, and I was drawn to it from the minute that I seen it. And it's been with me for all the weeks of all of these readings, and I imagine it will continue to be with me. And one thing I think about agate is for both strength and protection. So that is definitely with us as we close out the month of March and move into April. I hope you found this reading helpful. I hope you've connected with it in some way. I would love to hear any comments you have on this deck, or if you've worked with this deck before. It's beautiful. It's simple. Sometimes it's just little messages and pick-me-ups or little bits of guidance that you need. Nothing deep and time-consuming. Just pick a card and find the message in your secret garden. So please like, please subscribe, please share. I would love to continue for this channel to grow so I can help spread these messages to more people. I'm excited to be closing out the month of March and moving into the month of April and see what kind of beautiful, beautiful potential that we have going on. Thank you so much for visiting my reading today. My name is Stacy. Thank you for visiting Simply Liminal with me. Have a beautiful day.